had a conversation with another CISO, and he asked his staff, what's the longest you could go down? So they said, we can be down for 48 hours. And I really think they just pulled that number out of their butt. How do you go from the, oh, let me just pick a number out of the air, to really understanding what is the longest you can be down?
Big disparity between what the business would tell you is how long they can operate without IT and how long IT needs to recover the critical systems. The systems that you think are critical and call it times of peace or when everything is okay are also different than the critical needs if you actually lost everything. A lot of people have a flawed approach where they think this is an IT problem. The discussion is actually led by the business.
When something drastic happens, everyone's complaining. How do you communicate it to the people who are not going to be serviced right away?
We all have almost like a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but for the business. So what is at the top? It's probably our commitment to, our community and our regulators. Second order would be things where you're doing a lot of business, but it's the business with yourself.
How do you get an understanding that how long a period it takes? Because you said you did this with one organization, it was like 2 to 3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is, again, where I would say every business is a little bit unique, but there's also the question of what comes first and second. There are certain things that have to be sequenced.
Companies need to understand that when this hits, this is how we're sequencing stuff out.
There are the lessons that you can learn, and there's a level of assurance you can have from doing tabletop exercises. And then there's a level of assurance and real insights because you've actually tried to do some of these things. When people say they're doing tabletop and that's the equivalent, this is to me like saying I took online swim lessons.
Online swim lessons, not doable.